Hey, so this is our concept. So we're either gonna call it like YouTube index or tabular. We haven't got a name specifically mapped out. But the idea is for to make a user populatable table of content system for educational content, but anything on YouTube specifically. Um, One thing that's cool about the educational domain specifically is once you have a table of contents system like this and you can share it with your friends or whatever, as soon as you view this thing, you know how the information is outlined. So you already have some level of recognition. So once you see this thing, everything will be highly organized. You know what's going on, so you can cut into more of the intricate details, and you already have somewhat of a holistic picture over here. One thing I'd like to add is like terms and stuff like that integrated with Quizlet. Those things aren't in place yet. This is our capstone project, so we're going to be trying to add additional features. We don't have the user system set up yet, but we plan on making some user and group type of thing. So maybe you're all in a class, calculus specifically, you want to have access to these videos, so you might have some type of group collaboration thing where you just share with that group easily. Those things will come up later. Not right now. It's like public wiki style. Anyone can edit it, delete it, add stuff to it. But eventually, we're gonna have more advanced user group things. As far as talking about that, one of the marketing things that we're gonna specifically try to do is try to hit social media. So we're gonna try to be able to share this directly to Facebook or Twitter, so people can be like, "Hey, I indexed this video. Um, you guys should watch it." And that might be more of the public domain. I'll show some video content specifically in the other domains besides education. But one thing you can see is you can left click on these and it goes specifically to it. So you can see it goes to the geometric interpretation, and you can actually have a hierarchy here. So you can see that there's a sub hierarchy, and you can keep adding sub hierarchies to this. You can also delete the nodes, create them, rename them, happy 50, I don't know, and then it'll go straight to 50. So yeah, you can keep making those. And here's the derivative formula. So you can see the famous derivative formula of how you take a derivative of any function right there. So that's kind of the idea. One thing that's cool is,
so I claim
like, I'll try to pick a.
For this tangent line, I have to understand.
I'm gonna try.
So we
There,
plug in
x-intercept, I guess. I'll just write x-intercept. But you can see when I clicked, it added something over here. So you can say like x-intercept or something. X-intercept. You have to delimit it by a dash at the end. I'll make this 0, 0, so it goes a little farther back.
Meets that diagonal line. And the equation for the x-intercept is y equals 0.
Right. 0, 4.
Intercept is y equals 0.
So you can see how you'd like this. So I'm going to show some stuff outside the educational domain. One thing I'd like to add is like IRC, but we obviously don't have that. But like if you're watching a video like this, you might want to talk to other people who are in a calculus IRC. So the idea is to have a calculus IRC in there, but we don't have that yet. So let's go to this view. So you can actually see which videos are populated. One of the classic ones is Adele. So Adele Hello, it's a really famous video, or at least the song's really famous. But anyways, at the beginning, like, there's no music until about 1:21, so you have to wait a minute and 21 minutes, or 21 seconds. But you can go straight to that part in the video, and you could index all the hellos and do fun things like that. Another thing is, like, you might be watching like sports or whatever, and care specifically about certain players or something. So here I got McIntyre. So at 3:15, he's skating, and then also at 2:50 or 25:58, he's also skating there. So that's kind of the idea behind the software. So the target audience is actually the general public. So you can see, like, most people have hobbies and they have videos affiliated with those hobbies. In my case, it's skateboarding, but it could essentially be replays of videos. It could be cooking. So the cooking stuff is usually broken down. So this allows you to populate that and easily go back to things. I'm surprised I didn't put a programming one on here. on my live endpoint, I've actually used this system at work when I was looking into Jasmine, which is a testing system for JavaScript, like front end stuff. So I've populated this thing, which is actually a helpful learning exercise, right? When you're just populating and developing the overview yourself. But I remember indexing a certain command. It might have been with Karma or something, or Grunt, something along those lines. But I could click the index and then it went straight to that command, and then it could talk about it. And one thing that about programming that video is so great for is some of the ideas are really abstract, so it's nice to if you can actually visually see it. Um, but I think this will conclude what's available. I'll enter a YouTube video in here because it can actually do any YouTube video. So I'll do YouTube, and let's do Jasmine. Why not? Jasmine, JavaScript. So here's a video.
For a large area of your code.
So you can go straight here. It'll go to that part. This video, you can see the name. Well, it's here, timestamps and URL. If you want the YouTube URL, goes there. You can see it's now populated in here. So it's actually in the system now.
What's up, y'all? This is Jesse Warden. Today we're going to cover.
They do have a skip thing, obviously, but I mean, we could add that to ours. 430.
Cover why unit test Jasmine.
And they just want to go straight there. So
framework.
But I think that's a good place to conclude that. So I think that's a good overview of the system. I think I talked about the different domains, kind of where we're thinking about going with the project, what you can currently do. If you want to do any YouTube video, make sure you hit enter. Currently the button's gone.